American Pickers, once a beloved gem on the History Channel, wasn't just a show about antiques. It was about nostalgia, friendships, hidden treasures, and uncovering stories buried in the forgotten corners of America. For over a decade, Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz traveled dusty barns, junkyards, and small towns, bringing charm and history to millions of homes. But behind the scenes, a very different story was unfolding. Everything changed after 2020. Frank Fritz, known for his quirky humor and love for vintage collectibles, suddenly disappeared from the show. Fans initially thought it was temporary, perhaps due to health reasons. But as weeks turned into months, and no official word came out, the silence became suspicious. Then, the truth emerged, and it was messy. Frank finally broke his silence in an interview and dropped a bombshell. His friendship with Mike Wolfe had ended. According to Frank, when he was undergoing serious back surgery and struggling with recovery, Mike never called, never visited. There was no support, no sign of their 2-decade-long bond. Worse, Frank claimed he had been quietly fired from the show without proper explanation. Mike eventually responded, but it was a cold PR-sounding message: "I wish Frank all the best and hope he recovers well." It lacked the warmth or remorse fans expected from a friend. The image of the two best buddies who picked through America together shattered in an instant. Frank's life spiraled further. He suffered a major stroke, battled alcoholism, and even spent time in rehab facilities. He publicly acknowledged his struggles with depression and addiction, a raw, painful confession that earned him sympathy and love from longtime fans. Meanwhile, American Pickers continued, but it wasn't the same. Mike tried to keep the show alive with new pickers, including his own brother, Robbie Wolfe, but fans immediately noticed the lack of chemistry. The banter, the humor, the spark that made the show special was gone. Online petitions demanding Frank's return gathered thousands of signatures. Viewers flooded social media with the same message: "Bring Frank back." But History Channel stayed silent, and ratings began to crash. Episodes that once attracted millions now struggled to retain viewership. Critics and fans agreed: the soul of American Pickers was missing. Without Frank, it felt hollow. And things weren't easy for Mike either. In 2020, Mike Wolfe's personal life also took a hit. His wife, Jody Wolfe, filed for divorce citing irreconcilable differences. While details were private, the news hinted at deeper problems in Mike's world, both personally and professionally. Suddenly, the once clean-cut, road-tripping picker with a passion for Americana was facing public backlash, broken friendships, and dwindling fame. The show that once celebrated the hidden value in forgotten things had now become a story about loss, betrayal, and the price of fame. Today, Frank continues his difficult road to recovery, largely away from the spotlight. Mike, meanwhile, pushes forward, filming new episodes, trying to recreate the old magic. But the truth is, American Pickers was never just about rusty signs and rare bikes. It was about people, about connection, about trust. When that trust breaks, between friends or between a show and its audience, it's almost impossible to repair. The fall of American Pickers is more than just a TV story. It's a reminder: what we see on screen isn't always real. And even the strongest partnerships can fall apart under the weight of ego, money, and silence.